Hello, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Today, playing some Gruul Dinosaurs in Historic, best of 3. This is a deck that I've wanted to play for the longest time, but I've always put off crafting the Regisaur Alphas specifically. But I have finally crafted them today, and I can't wait to try this one out. When Ixalan was in Standard, I was a big fan of Dinosaurs, and I tried to make it work at my local game store. I have mixed results, and I'm kind of expecting a similar thing to that, but it's going to be fun. It's going to be mindless. It's going to be very easy for me. Anyways, talk about the deck very quickly and then jump into some games. So we have the most basic amount of removal, Reckless Rage, 4 damage to summon, 2 damage to our creatures. Pretty good because we were playing Enrage in a couple of cases. Actually, just one case. Then we have ways of accelerating our dinosaur drops with some ramp or some cost reduction. Also, Commune with Dinosaurs is either going to find us a dinosaur or find us a land card. Then we have our main beaters. We have our kind of pseudo dinosaur lord, which is going to give dinosaurs haste. And then if we can manage to pull it off, hopefully we're going to see a Galta for 2 green mana. In the mana base, exactly what you would imagine for a Gruul deck. And then over in the sideboard, Graveyard Hate, Artifact, and Creature Hate. Vivian, if we need to bring it in against control decks. Same thing with Chandra. Carnage Tyrant, also pretty good against the control decks. And then a little bit of removal with Fry and Soulseer. That's the deck. Jump into some games, see how it performs. See you over there. All right, Gruul Dinosaurs in Historic. Hoping things go somewhat smoothly with this one. Opening hand, not great. I'm going to risk it, though. Hoping that these Llanowar Elves can get me to this Ripjaw Raptor. If they can't do that, oh boy, things are going to get real ugly real fast. And that's not a good sign. Yeah. All right. So, kind of wanted to land there. The opponent's got a little bit of a slower start, so maybe it will be okay. Double Stitcher Supplier for the opponent. They might actually have quite a difficult time dealing with this Ripjaw Raptor. Well, find that. Not a red source though. Lots of red sources in the deck. Shouldn't have any trouble finding at least one red source. Inquisition of Kozilek, cool card. You know, I would have preferred to have that Reckless Rage, especially with the Ripjaw Raptor on the field, but you can't touch my other stuff. I guess it's got to be Reggie because it's uncastable. So we'll get rid of old Reginald. What do you know? Rockfall Vale shows up. They don't let us draw a card, as they probably shouldn't. May as well put it on the field, even if they do manage to put out another Kozilek, not Kozilek, Kroxa, or bring it back. You know, 3 damage is fine. They are definitely Struggle City right now with their lands as well. So Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs might actually be one of the sketchier crafts that I've made. That being said, that is a Galta. And they're letting us draw. Yes. All right, we did it. We can end the game. No. All right, definitely Grafdigger's Cages are coming into the game. And I kind of feel like Llanowar Elves are probably not going to be the hottest card to keep. Yeah, they did save us in that game, but they're just going to get eaten by the command, the K command. What is it called? Kolaghan's command. Just had to dig deep for that. I just played it a couple videos ago. Should have it at the ready. Okay. I think it's okay to keep this hand. Double Grafdigger's Cage is pretty awesome, and then if I can commune with the dinosaurs, it should allow me to hit A land, certainly, right? Game. Come on now. It'd be cool. Oh, all right. Put them both out. Why not? Got a couple of unplayables. Always fun. Always fun. Croxa. Well, I guess the Reckless Rage. Pretty good by the opponent there. You know what? I don't. You know, no. Yeah, we'll get rid of the Reckless Rage. I believe in these Regisaur Alphas doing something at some point in this game. We're gonna hit the red source now, and we're gonna be able to go shifting Ceratops into Regi and just double Regi. Just run them over. There's no possible way they could have a card that's going to influence our hand here. That's good. Slight miss. I should take a look at the breakdown of the lands in this deck to find out what the odds of drawing 4 forests are, and pretty much doing that in the last game as well. Huh. Faithless Looting for the opponent. The Lurrus and the Faithless Looting with the double Grafdigger's Cage shouldn't affect anything too much. Rockfall Vale. Yes! It's what dreams are made of. Yes. And this Dreadhorde Arcanist is basically useless, right? There's no way they could possibly get rid of both Grafdigger's Cages. Oh. Well, that's a little rude. Let's be honest about that. Still, Shifting Ceratops hitting for 5 is nothing to sneer at. And Rampaging Ferocidon is going to be especially good against this young Pyromancer. That sucks. They could have used the Feed the Swarm on the Grafdigger, but maybe they only have one. They're like, all right, there's no way I can get rid of both, so I may as well just do that, right? It's another Shifting Ceratops. So should I go out with the Rampaging Ferocidon first, just to get that extra bit of damage? Let's see what they do versus the 3/3. Take it. No. Okay, I'm gonna put out Regi, use the mana efficiently, and then next turn, I have quite a few options. Next turn I can put Shifting Ceratops into the field, give it Trample. It already has haste from the Regisaur Alpha. And they're going to have a hard time dealing with all of these attackers with Trample. And if I can get them to a low enough life total... Alright. Okay. What I'm thinking is Shifting Ceratops onto the field, give it haste and Trample. And then get them like to a super low life total, then anything they do with the Rampaging Ferocidon on the field is going to make things very difficult. Unless they put the young Peasy underneath that. Okay. I'm fine with that. I think let's kill the Dreadhorde Arcanist just to be safe. And they're down to 3. Now Rampaging Ferocidon onto the field. I'll probably attack with maybe not. They're out of cards. They can't do anything with this graveyard. Grafdigger's Cage is coming up big. Now I don't know if I should be attacking or not. So if I attack, chances are they're going to put the Lurrus in front of one dinosaur. They'll put the Elemental in front of the other one. So they'll go down to... I think I kind of have to attack. Yeah. Okay. That's good. Perfect. Okay, so any spells, bring them down to 1. Good. And I think that wins it. Yes. 2-0 with Dinosaurs over Rakdos. Whatever. Rakdos Luris. That's awesome. Next one. All right, back to Gruul Dinosaurs. Took a little bit of a break. Had a nice little dinner there, a little sushi. So I'm all ready to go now. I'm all energized and charged up. Ready to play some Dinosaurs. Oh, yeah, opening hand looks better than they have been late, in that first match at least. So lead on the Llanowar Elf. Hopefully it sticks around, and then I can go out with Commune and maybe the Huntmaster next turn. Which is Oven, which means removal. Start with this. Oh, Galta would be really good, but I gotta take that. And I'm wondering if I should go out with the Raptor or the Huntmaster. They do the same thing. This one's gonna be better. So I can definitely get the Regisaur Alpha down if the Marauding Raptor lives. And then it'll be actually a 6/3 attacker. It's okay with me. They might have a Fatal Push for the Marauding Raptor. Kind of feels that way. It is, in fact, a Fatal Push. Still, get to attack in with 3/3 Dinosaur Token. Turn 4 Regisaur Alpha is no joke. It's a good card to have on for turn 4. That's an unexpected concede right there. So what is our opponent on? Witch's Oven probably means they have a stupid Cauldron Familiar around, which means they might have shenanigans from the graveyard. Should I be bringing in the Grafdigger's Cage? Possibly. But why Prosperous Innkeeper in that deck? I don't know. Maybe they're just putting in the Oven for other value? Okay, I'm going to bring in a couple. Let's bring in 3 Grafdigger's Cages. I don't feel comfortable with the full 4. Go down some of the accelerators, I suppose, and try it like that. So a little bit of a early concede from the opponent, making it a little bit harder to kind of know what they're on. Everybody, the decks the last few days have seemed especially varied to me. Lots of people playing lots and lots of different things. So the Cauldron Familiar thing was a good plan. May as well get this out just in case they have a Thoughtseize or an Inquisition for turn 2. Okay. Well, hitting the lands. So let's get the mountain down. Next turn we'll go out with probably the Ripjaw Raptor. Yawgmoth. Oh, how much I hate you, Yawgmoth. However, I'm playing dinosaurs. I'm not playing humans. Usually I'm playing humans, and Yawgmoth makes things very difficult. Okay, well, that's not a terrible draw, because at least it lets me put something on the board. It also works especially well with the Ripjaw Raptor next turn if they are unable to get rid of the Marauding Raptor. They could double sacrifice the Prosperous Innkeepers, put -2/-2 on that, and then sack something else, but they just had the Infernal Grasp. Sure. Sure. So it will be Ripjaw Raptor to the field. Then next turn, Shifting Ceratops can come down and gain haste because I'll have 5 mana. I just have to make sure to put this pathway out on green. Gaining a lot of life, and I don't like this. Yeah, this is a cool deck. This is a deck I haven't played yet, but I have seen a few times now. Yawgmoth makes everything so difficult. What is Yasharn? Yasharn is probably like an elemental, right? Wow, they really hate this Ripjaw Raptor. And you didn't finish it off? Alright. Sure. Grafdigger's Cage is really paying off. Interesting. Alright. So, gonna be a tough one with the old Thran Physician on the field. If they can find a few more things to sacrifice, that's a pretty good one. Get rid of old Rippy. Cards like this, card designs like this really bum me out. The fact that it's... I've talked about it before. Every time it comes up, like there's a card that does this kind of thing where it can just be done repeatedly. It really, really cheeses me off. You know, make it, you know, Yawgmoth has to tap once a turn. It can happen. Maybe it would be too weak in that case, but boy, oh boy, do I hate cards like that. Okay, so maybe Soulseer is going to be coming in. Chandras seem all right to be coming in. I like Carnage Tyrants so they can't target my poor field. And then also bring in, yeah, Chandra, I don't know, mentioned, -3 will be really effective at murdering him. Okay, I can't imagine that Llanowar Elves are going to be that effective. I also can't imagine that I need the accelerants. And I also don't feel great about having both Galtas. Maybe any Galta. I think Carnage Tyrant's going to be the run over card. So we'll try it like that. Got to make sure to get rid of whatever his name is, the Physician. Hate him. Hate him so much. All right, I'll keep this one. It's fine. So Commune, hit a land probably. The Marauding Raptor's pretty good next turn. I'm going to go with the Marauding Raptor. Good chance they have a Fatal Push for it. But that's just what's got to happen. And, you know, we hit the land. It's fine. There it is. Like clockwork. So one big thing about the Dinosaur deck, obviously, it's going to kind of fall apart because it's like the most honest of honest decks you could possibly imagine crafting. Oh, I didn't hit any lands. I was kind of hoping for a land there. Do that. It definitely is honest. You're just playing big, silly creatures that really, like, what does a Ripjaw Raptor do when it enters the battlefield? Nothing. It's a 4/5 for 4. Even that stat line is not the greatest that it could be. I'm gonna hold off on the Chandra. I think I'm gonna keep the Chandra for the old Doctor. But yeah, very honest deck. Playing, just, yeah, trying its best. So you run into strategies that are a lot more tuned, that have spot removal. Got to expect that. However, if I do manage to get this Regisaur down and then follow it up with another land, Carnage Tyrant next turn, that's going to be pretty sweet. The old... This thing was such an all-star in Standard when I was playing. It's like 40, 50 bucks. Oh, there's the old fun bag, Yawgmoth. The pushed card of pushed cards. Probably should have attacked. Doesn't matter.
You wanna go, tough guy?
She is a human. So yeah, he doesn't have protection from humans or planeswalkers, right? She's not a human, is she? Are you gonna go all the way, put all the minus on the Regisaur, put it as a 1/1? Or can he sacrifice himself? No, it's another creature. At least there's that requirement. Okay.
Don't you hate that burnt hair smell?
Get down the old Grafdigger's Cage and feels okay. Blood Artist, not very good against Chandra. Can't redirect, can it? No. Maybe once upon a time it could. And then next turn, I can use Chandra's +1 to generate mana and definitely get down the Carnage Hybrid. It'll also give me Reckless Rage. Oh. Okay. Well, still doing that.
Today's my lucky day.
Pretty fun. Pretty fun. I should read Nest of Scarabs a little bit closer. Whenever put -1/-1 counter on target creature, create that many -1/-1 black insect creatures. So that's pretty nasty with Yawgmoth. Of course, they have another one. And I can't exactly get rid of it this time around. Maybe should have kept that Reckless Rage. Maybe it was a little reckless to deploy that. So, oh, I see. Well, they're down to 4 life, so they can't just keep doing that. Dinosaurs, honest work. It might help us get there. And this trample. What a beautiful icon that is. They also have to be aware of Chandra's +1, just dealing 2 damage. Okay, they're in kill range. What? Oh yeah, the first game I won because they just conceded so quickly. I honestly didn't know I was up a game, or we were 1-1 there. Wow. Beating Dinosaurs, beating Yawgmoth. Oh man, I'm happy. I'm so happy. Got to double check that it's recording. One more with the Dinos. All right, the third and final match with Dinosaurs in Historic Best of 3. So far, they're doing all right. Keep it. Galta's definitely not going to be coming down for quite a while, but if I find another decent dinosaur, a 3-drop or a 4-drop, maybe we can see a Galta in our near future. It'd be really cool to find a Regisaur right now. And it's so appropriate that we are finishing things off against Jeskai. Dinosaurs winning so much that the game says you need to play against some Jeskai. They're gonna have a Censor, yeah. I was just thinking that. So Memory Lapse was replaced by Censor or Syncopate, probably. Maybe Saw It Coming, you might start seeing in the near future. Yeah. Okay, dokie. Well, Ripjaw Raptor pretty good to the field as long as they're not. I don't know if these decks have gone back to Wrath of God. They might still be on the Anger of the God plan because most creatures are 3 toughness or less in the format still. So we'll see. I'm gonna put out the Marauding Raptor. It seems like such a huge risk, but I'm gonna go for it. Galta is online. Hieroglyphic Illumination. There is a card I did not expect to see. Certainly there are better 4 CMC instant speed draw 2 cards, right? The cycling is nice, but I think you can do a little bit better. Okay, no Wrath. Oh my goodness. Why is the opponent doing this to me? It's so stressful. It's got to be Galta, right? It's got to be Galta. And then next turn followed up with Shifting Ceratops, giving it haste. Oh, man. All right. Hopefully take them down to 6. Or take them down by 6. Down to 10. All right, opponent playing some interesting cards. Neutralize. They really were upset about. Really upset about losing memory lapse, I think. I would love to put out the Shifting Ceratops. I just can't risk it. Not when they have 5 open mana. I'd rather take them down to 4. Oh. That sucks. Okay. Cool. Real cool. Oh. Okay, yeah, no, flooding is yeah, cool. Gotta try it now. It can't be countered, so that's the thing. I definitely forgot about that. And the opponent can't do anything about this. Yeah, maybe I should have jammed the Shifting Ceratops last turn. Definitely should have. Huge misplay. Huge. Oh. Why? What is this monstrosity? And that gains them life. That's the most insulting thing about that card right there. Well, I can play the Ghalta next turn if the Ripjaw Raptor survives. So this is Jeskai control. Jeskai control cycling is what the opponent's on. All right. Oh man, the feels bad man. I want feels bad man in chat. This is the grossest of the gross. I don't have any way of dealing with the graveyard. I think Dinosaurs may have finally met their match. It is Jeskai cycling control in Historic. Imagine that world. They got rid of memory lapse, and this is where we are now. Zenith Flare. Sweltering Suns, sure, that makes sense, yeah. Ouch. Okay. Maybe I could muddle through that game a little bit more, but I'm not going to. For my personal sanity, I think that would just make me so extra miserable. I kind of want to bring in the Planeswalker package. Definitely Ghalta, or sorry, Carnage Tyrant. Ghalta's out because it's not going to really do too much. I also kind of feel like Llanowar Elf is not that great in this matchup. But a lot of maybe it's better than Reckless Rage. Reckless Rage just kind of seems like a dead card. Do I care about Grafdigger's Cage? I don't think so. It's just it would affect them, but I think it's too narrow. All right. Well, again, so much creativity going on in Historic. I don't know what is going on with the format right now, but everybody is doing just crazy things. 2 lands, always a risky opener, especially since this Llanowar Elf is not surviving past turn 2. Because you know they have Lightning Helix. I'm going to play into the Sweltering Sun. Oh. Why does the opponent doesn't even need to swelter my board when I just murder my own creatures, right? So stupid. Yeah. Good old Marauding Raptor. It's a menace to society. Well, that's good. It's so embarrassing when you know you're recording and you throw your Llanowar Elf into the mouth of a Marauding Raptor. Oh, it doesn't get much worse than that. I think I'm gonna go full ham. Cool. If I can hit them here for 13. And they have to spend next turn wiping the board. Chandra comes down, potentially, if I draw a land. It could be really cool. Moment of truth. Of course they have a Wrath of God. Ah. And the deck punishes me. Okay. Gotta grab it, right? Okay. Hunt Master to the field. Oh, that Chandra would have been so good. Okay, I'm gonna attack them with the Hunt Master. And see what happens from this. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. They must have a counter spell, right? So I'm gonna go with the Regisaur Alpha. Entice them to use their mana, and then they're at 2. I need to find the spot where I can sneak that Chandra in. They have to wipe the board now. Use it all. 5 mana. No, not Fumigate. Fumigate would be disastrous. The cycling's good. The lifelink on the Partisan is not the coolest thing. Okay. That's desperation. I really should be reading this card. So whenever you cycle a card, you may pay that much. If you do, return it to the battlefield tapped, and it gets +1/+0 perpetually. Wow. Okay. So I have to do this. Hopefully they don't have a Lightning Helix. That would be the worst case. Okay. Perfect. Look at the strategies going deep. Got to earn these victories with these dinosaurs. Bap, bap. Yes. All right. So close. So close to the 3-0. Just got to beat Jeskai, cycling, control. And some of the dirtiest sounding words. I don't know if I finished that thought. I was about to say, I did actually put together a Zenith Flare deck, because it's kind of budgety. It's a cool deck still. You just cycle a bunch of cards, Zenith Flare, win. A little cheesy, but, it's all right. I was thinking maybe I'd give it a shot. We'll see. It's got to be the Shifting Ceratops. Card's just so good in this matchup. Stuck that in. I don't have any plays. They have a cycling card, yeah. Sensor's a good card. Definitely have to be a little bit more aware of playing on curve these days now that memory lapse is gone. Because if people can punish you for not playing around Censor, it can be real sad. I am not going to play around Censor. I'm just going to cast out my Ferocitodon. It's a neutralize. That's fine. So I think what I'm going to do is value probably putting out the Ripjaw Raptor before putting out the Shifting Ceratops. Shifting Ceratops always a little bit better on turn 5 when you have 5 mana, so you can immediately give it haste and charge on in. The dinosaurs getting haste through various sources is definitely one of the cool things about them. They can make it a little bit annoying for control decks to deal with. Okay, well, I don't really want to commit more to the board. So this could be a 3/3 Shark Typhoon. So if I throw out the Regisaur Alpha, maybe they put the 3/3 in front of my 3/3. Kind of sucks. So draw a card. But I think I have to entice them to do something here. That's probably fine. Oh, Oh, they don't have something for the Ripjaw, do they? Okay. Okay. Lightning Helix face? You know, you love to see it. All day. Lightning Helix face, please. Why would you tap my mana that way? I know it doesn't really matter, but shifting Ceratops to the field. Give this boy haste. Got the backup. Oh yeah, 9 damage getting in. This feels like a board wipe. So I'm not going to bother putting the Regisaur Alpha out. Could you be any more transparent? Again, with the mana tap. No. I don't know why you're not... Tap my mana like that. Give it haste. Attack in. Do you think they have another one? I don't know. Maybe? That's a Lightning Helix. Okay. Sure. That means they have another Wrath of God. If they put the Lightning Helix on the face when they could kill the Huntmaster, I think, yeah. 100%. Okay, Regisaur. Okay. Load up the field. Correct order this time. Not taking the extra damage. Not like it matters that much, but... yeah, helps in the long run. Get these things. I wonder if I should have some man lands in here. Lair of the Hydra might actually be quite the benefit to this deck. Do flood out quite a bit. Yeah, I definitely think Lair of the Hydra needs to be in this deck. Okay, don't have another Lightning Helix, please. Okay, let the fates decide how this game goes. It's so tight. It's so tight. Oh man. Just concede, Gabe MTG. Yeah. You don't... Just give it to me. Give it to old Dinosaurs, please. We're begging you. Now, Rampaging Ferocity does have Menace, meaning if they are planning on a big Shark Typhoon. Oh, come on. That's the worst. That's the worst. Wait, didn't it gain life? Why not? Oh, they couldn't gain life because of Rampaging Frostodon. Okay. You know what? I completely forgot that they were playing that card. Just feel like I feel like I've been here forever. Every time you go up against a Jeskai opponent, you age so much faster. Wrath of God, and then we hit Regisaur on the top for haste. No. Now these partisans come in tapped. They do have lifelink, but they are tapped. It's not good enough. Don't have another Zenith Flare. I'll cry. What? Heliod's intervention. We're getting blown out. But no! Oh, you dirty dog. And then this is the saddest story. Nobody wants to see this deck win. I guarantee anybody watching this game 100% wants this deck to absolutely burn all these cards right into the biggest bonfire you could ever imagine. Oh. Yeah, right. Okay. All right, Gabe. You got it. You got it. So that's a heartbreaker right there, but there's not a whole lot you can do against that. Poor old Dinosaurs trying their best. Wrap up. All right, Gruul Dinosaurs, pretty sweet deck. Actually performed better than I had expected it to. Maybe the sideboard could use a little tuning up. I'm not really sure if it needs the removal package. It probably does. I think I want to change some things there. The biggest thing, though, is definitely getting some man lands in here. We are at 23 lands, quite a few lands, and the deck's biggest problem is that when it runs out of gas, it just has nothing going on for it. Ripjaw Raptor is pretty cool for drawing some cards, but you know, even Commune, this card, I like it. I've always liked it. It doesn't hit well, and I don't know if it's a little bit of a cursed card or what the deal is with it, but I always find it falls a little bit flat. So when this deck runs out of steam, it really runs out of steam. So throwing in some of the, I don't know what they're called, definitely Lair of the Hydra. What's the red one? How am I going to find it? I think I do it this way. No. Oh my god, this is terrible. Oh, Den of the Bugbear would be the red one, and then the green one, of course, Lair of the Hydra. So Lair of the Hydra 100% needs to be in this deck in some capacity. Den of the Bugbear, maybe not. I think just going 2 or 3 on that would be good. We're already up to 8 forests. It wouldn't hurt to take out a few and put them in, you know, something like that. Even that, I think, is a pretty significant upgrade to the deck, even though it's quite minor. Anyways, that is Dinosaurs. It was actually a lot better than I had thought it would be. I thought I was just going to get run over, but the games actually ended up being pretty close. Even that last one, I think it could have gone my way had just a few things been a little bit different. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't be killing my Llanowar Elves either. That's something I should be aware of. Anyways, doesn't matter. Thanks for watching the video. Take care for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.